Okay, I'm recording again.
Yeah, well, you better be, you dirty whore.
I know, my whole...
Yeah, it's only okay when Jake and I do it.
Yeah, exactly.
When it happens to me, you know, it's like Defcon shit, 69 or something.
Defcon. Defcon 69.
Listen, when the systems at Comics and Chronic are in peril and they're jeopardized, like the whole world is in trouble. Just know that.
Oh, shit. That's true.
Yeah, it's Comics and Chronic that keeps the fabric of everything together.
Yeah.
Society as we know it.
Have you pretty much, you guys have seen the movie The Core, where they nuke the core of the earth to get it to spin again?
Is Aaron Eckhart in that movie? Is that movie?
Yeah.
I have not seen
I've
The
never
Core.
seen it.
What? I'm surprised, Cody, you haven't seen it.
I heard it was kind of bad.
I mean, like now it would be for
Okay.
sure. Like when it came out, it was like Hilary Swank, Aaron Eckhart, like top actors. Stanley Tucci, the Tooch.
The Tooch.
Oh, damn, the Tooch might have changed my mind. But if I'm being honest, I
Exactly.
feel like it came out like after we had been, as a society, had been hitting a bunch of end of the world, kind of.
Oh yeah, don't be wrong.
Yeah.
Armageddon came out before
Armageddon,
I mean,
Day After Tomorrow, 2012, all of those movies.
Yeah, when they ran out of ideas, they said, let's just go to the core of the earth. It's probably dangerous there.
it's dangerous, all right.
We're just talking about facts.
If that movie taught me anything,
It's the center of the earth is dangerous.
exactly. And hollow.
Oh, shit, Hollow Earth Theory on Comics and Chronic.
Dude, Hollow Earth Theory is big.
No,
It's
the Earth
also
is hollow?
it is in the Godzilla movies too.
Yeah.
It's now canon
And in Pacific Rim.
and Pacific Rim, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, some people think aliens come from within the Earth. Oh shit, they've taken over the podcast. Jake's mic has been cut out.
Everybody's failing except for Cody. Sounds typical to me.
Yeah, Cody's not.
All right, Slut Magoo, get your shit loaded.
Slut Magoo. That's Mr. Magoo's brother.
I was going to say, why?
Wife. Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Hear you. Slut,
Yeah.
He called you Slut
No, I know.
Magoo.
I heard.
Did you
He
hear
called
that
me
one?
Slut Magoo for some reason. You're Slut.
It sounds like a line of dialogue from the show we're about to talk about.
Ooh.
It does. Definitely. And what is that show?
That show is obviously Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the complete collection.
The original Slut Magoo.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
No, not that. Gen V. We're talking about Gen V today.
Ooh. The Boys spin-off show on Amazon.
Yeah, if you haven't heard. We did a boys episode. We talked about season...
Gen V, more like Gen P, you know what I'm saying?
That was...
Wait, meaning you didn't like it?
No.
No, it's P, so he loved it.
Yeah, I've been known to get pissed on a time
Why
or
did he's
two.
wearing a yellow
just
shirt?
gonna
It wasn't originally yellow.
That's just hours of getting soaked in hot piss.
I like that. That's what hours of hot piss will do to a shirt.
Yeah. Hours of hot piss.
I don't want to yuck anyone's yum, but gross.
I mean, dude, this is the Gen V and the boys. They deal in the hypersexual, the hyper violent. I mean, season 3 of the boys literally had what's that dude, the Ant-Man guy, go in a dude's cock and blow up.
Yep, they knew what the audience liked. They did more of that.
Dude, the people want. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, you're right. Dude, she blew that dude's dick off.
Yep.
Yeah.
The show is funny. So yeah, we're talking about Gen V. I was not hyped going into it. I really don't like the idea of spin-off shows in general. Like when they announced House of the Dragon, I was like, I don't give a shit. But then I watched it and it was hot fire. And then same thing with this. I was like, I don't want to see a bunch of tweeny age kids. And
No, it was
It's,
like,
not like
fuck,
that at
even
all.
more fucked up
Yeah.
X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard X-Men vibes.
Exactly.
I was casting all of them as different X-Men the whole time I was watching it too.
Who'd you? I want to hear who would be who.
I mean, obviously, a lot of their powers are like mutant powers, right? But like, first off, Claire, who had the power of pushing you, she touches you, kind of like Rogue, but not. She doesn't take your powers, but she can influence you to do anything. I felt like she was a great like young Emma Frost. Like I could see her older playing Emma Frost to a T. You know what I'm saying?
I could see her being Emma Frost. I like that.
Yeah, young M.
Young M.
Okay. So Emma, I could see being Kitty Pryde.
Ooh, I could see
Yes.
that. I kind of like that a lot, actually.
That would be great. Yeah, that would work.
That's some good casting.
And then I thought Golden Boy, he could easily be Cyclops if you needed to cast Cyclops.
That's a very Cyclops character.
Who I first saw him, I didn't check the credits. I was like, this guy looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It sounds crazy, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
I didn't even know Arnold Schwarzenegger had a son that was an actor or anything like that, but this dude was like full Terminator mode the whole time.
Is this his breakout role?
I think he has a few sons, actually.
This was Patrick Schwarzenegger, but I don't know. Yeah, I hadn't seen any of these.
The main son of the sons.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of these.
The main
kids.
son. he's who will take the Schwarzenegger throne when it comes time.
He's heir to the Iron Schwarzenegger.
Lil Terminator.
Yeah. Lil T.
Lil T.
Oh, okay. Jordan, I think would make a good Nightcrawler.
I saw someone post this on Twitter today, and I was like, yeah, I'm down with that. Like, if you cast Jordan as Invincible, what's his name?
Oh yeah.
In a live action Invincible, I think he would work.
That's not bad casting, actually.
Right?
Boy Jordan?
Yeah.
Boy Jordan.
Yeah, I could see that. I was thinking Nightcrawler for X-Men.
Nightcrawler works, yeah.
Who was Patrick Schwarzenegger's brother in this show?
Oh, his name was Sam.
The crazy
Sam,
kid?
yeah.
Sam. I would cast him as Iceman.
Yeah. He's a good Bobby D.
Yeah. And he
good
brings
Bobby
the
Drake.
humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, these all kind of work.
What's his name that had the dad?
We're all tiptoeing around the main girl, Remy.
I mean, honestly, she would be a sick Jean Grey.
She would. I feel like
Oh, Marie.
Yeah.
Marie, or what do they call her? Remy? Marie.
Remy, you know, like
What
from
was her name? It was Marie
Ratatouille.
what?
Yeah. Marie Moreau.
Yeah. She could be good Jean Grey.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say Storm. Cast her as
Yeah,
Storm.
I felt like the obvious casting is Storm, but then it's like, is it racist if we say Storm? But
What? Storm is a black woman. How is that
I know.
racist?
because it's also like the only black character except for Andre on the show.
Andre, I was going to say,
Andre also gives off Cyclops vibes.
yeah.
Yeah, he could do that.
He's too clean cut to be somebody like, young Wolvie.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't cast him as Wolverine.
Okay, how about this? Andre, Cyclops, Schwarzenegger.
Angel.
Ooh, that works. That
I was
actually
going to
does
say
work,
Schwarzenegger Colossus.
I don't think he's big enough.
Yeah, like he was.
He's not that big.
Yeah, he wasn't like Schwarzenegger
like-
in size.
Yeah, exactly. He was
Only
like
in heart.
ripped and jacked, obviously.
Yeah.
Colossus is like huge.
Yeah.
I would need someone bigger than that to be Colossus.
Okay, then
I
Angel.
feel like Colossus,
I had
I'm also cool with Colossus being strictly CGI.
Yeah. Or what
As long
about
as it's
Andre
good
as
CGI.
Beast as well? I feel like he could play
Andre's
that.
Beast would be good too.
Yeah, Andre is Beast.
They were all great actors, but I feel like he especially he could I could see him as a lot of people. You know, Sam kind of had like I think he played. I was trying to look up the credits for a lot of them. Sam was in like a Jeffrey Dahmer thing, so I could totally see that as well.
Nice.
I could see Sam. I just don't see Sam kind of. I think he's limited. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
could see him as Bobby Drake. I could maybe see him as, like, I don't know, Morph.
Quicksilver. Oh, I was going to say
Quicksilver?
Quicksilver. He gave me Evan Peters vibes.
He looks like Evan Peters.
Yeah, right.
At first, I was like, did Evan Peters get younger for this role?
Right? No, seriously. No, I totally agree.
Evan Peters, what a waste of a good actor on such a small character. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, his scenes were cool, but they should have made him more.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And they kill him off in Dark Phoenix. You're just like,
Come off
really?
Dark Phoenix.
I don't know if I watched Dark Phoenix.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
I've watched it. Wait, when did they kill him off? I don't remember.
I thought they killed him off in Dark Phoenix.
I don't think they do. He gets fucked up.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just remember him being super boring in that movie and never doing anything. I guess to me, he's dead anyway.
Oh, ever since MCU made him into Ralph Boner.
Boner.
I can't believe that's a thing.
Yeah, they fully admitted it was just for the boner joke. Like, come on, that's so fucking stupid.
That's Disney. Classic.
Yeah, dude, just like if you listen to our Patreon episode with Brian Edward Hill, you don't have to. Not everything has to be a joke. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
totally.
Which is
agree.
something that this show got down perfectly, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah.
It balanced
Yeah.
it to a T.
Perfect balance.
Balance the
Very,
humor.
like,
Perfectly.
also, very relatable shit, like all those, what all those kids are going through.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Body dysmorphia, gender identity, race issues, trauma. Like this thing, all these kids
Parent,
are all kinds of fucking
generational trauma. You know what I mean?
generational trauma. Yeah,
I mean, the whole thing basically ends with a school shooting in the form of
Yeah, dude.
a soup going nuts. Or multiple
The soup
soups.
school shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy to
It
think
was like
about.
if Columbine happened at the Xavier Academy.
Seriously. Actually, at the beginning of the episode, there's a trigger warning that they say this episode shows violence happening in a school setting.
I don't even listen to trigger warnings. I call them trigger invitations.
I
Yeah.
call them spoilers.
Trigger warnings for me just turn me on.
Exactly. It's like whispering sweet nothings in my ear.
Yeah. It's like pulling the trigger on giving me a boner, you know?
Oh, hey, Cody Boner over here.
I think they're necessary, but the only times I'm noticing them are for this, and then in Stranger Things when they are also just like, beware, there will be dead kids in this episode. Like, it seems to be like the most common
Thank
one.
God.
They're like, oh, there's so much violence happening in our schools. Let's do some fucked up shit
Let's do
in
more.
TV shows about it.
I mean, it is like, unfortunately, like, yeah, that's what happens in life is the art reflects the times. And like, we now live in a time where school shootings are a dime a dozen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yep. Seriously.
Yeah. That's crazy to think about.
It is actually when you really like sit there and like, you're like, dude, even myself, like the average person, we are just by default, like pretty desensitized, and in 2 months, another one's going to happen. We're like, damn, that's crazy. And then like, we'll all go back to being, it's like escalation, dude.
Yeah, getting us prepared for the coming war. Feels like there's a war coming in this show.
Soups versus.
I mean, dude, it was
everybody
crazy
else.
when the what was her name? The dean or whatever. She fucking like manufactured a bioweapon to take out Soups. I liked her story a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we should give some kind of
Synopses?
Yeah.
I did have a dream the other day. It's so random that I was hanging out with you guys. You were on my block, but my block looked a little bit different, and you were both driving really nice cars, and like you had your own personal parking spots. And we were like, I don't know, one of us said it. It was just like a normal conversation we would always have. We're like, oh, we should really start doing video of the podcast. And you and Jake were like, yeah, we totally should. And you hopped in your cars and drove away.
I don't think that was a dream. I think in that moment you were looking into the future.
Exactly.
Yeah. Meaning we're gonna get rich before we and have nice cars before we actually start doing video of the pod. Hit us with that synopses.
That's synopsizzle.
Synopses.
Dude, all right. So basically, the boys universe. There is this like private, almost like Xavier like academy where
I think you should start with the opening scene.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, but you got to give a whole. But Cuddy, do you want to do the fucking synopsis?
Hey man, it sounds like I do a better job than you.
No,
Bucko.
just going sequence for sequence isn't necessarily giving the broad picture.
No, but I think it's an important note to open with. They made it the
Okay,
opening
you're
scene.
backseat synopsizing, Cody. That's what that's
Yeah,
called.
yeah, exactly. Backseat synopsis.
Oh!
See, that's what you fucking get. All right, well, opening scene. We meet a character, Marie. I forget what her last name is.
Moreau?
Marie Moreau.
Marie Moreau.
Very
yeah.
comic book like.
Very comic booky. She pretty much has her period, her first ever period. And she's like freaking out. And then her period blood while she's on the toilet starts like floating. And she's like, what the fuck? And starts screaming. And her mom busts in the bathroom. She's like, what's wrong? Are you okay? And totally accidental because like it's her first period. And she also like her weird blood powers are manifesting. She just freaks out and accidentally murders her mom. Then also accidentally murders her dad right after in a very brutal fashion.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I actually liked, if truth be told, her powers were some of my favorite powers in the whole show.
There's so much you could do with those powers.
And then
there's
like
so much
the way,
you could do with it.
Jumping ahead, the like big reveal later in the series.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool.
Her and Newman.
Yeah.
And they both have like the same powers pretty much.
Yeah, Newman's been popping people's heads like she popped that dick.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
pop
seriously,
off,
like
Cody.
it's like it's a cool reveal that you could kind of see coming if you connect the dots beforehand, but because you know, obviously with that, she blows a guy's dick off. By the way, that guy, I think he would make a good Quentin Quire. I know Jake probably doesn't know that X-Men character, but he's the pink psych. He has pink hair and he's a psychic. He's kind of a dick. No one really likes him.
Is he the dude who played Rufus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
No,
dude.
the roofie dude. His powers were to like rape you pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or, like date rape you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mind rape. They use the word
Yeah.
mind rape a lot.
Dude, I mean, I didn't like him, but like his power, like also that his name was Rufus was so funny.
I just realized that when you just said it.
Yeah, his name is Rufus. That's his real name. And his powers were to like roofie you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that
He was funny. He was a little douchebag.
Yeah. So what happened? So after that, it goes into where I interrupted Jake from after that crazy opening scene.
Yeah, basically after that, you find out that there is this like Vought, if you know from the Boys universe, the corporation that makes superheroes. There's a Vought school where pre-superheroes go and they take classes and pretty much. And this girl who accidentally killed her parent, she gets accepted. And then it goes from there.
Godolkin.
What a dumb name. Godolkin Academy.
Yeah.
And then Marie winds up being called the Guardian of Godolkin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a mockery of Guardians of the Galaxy for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then she ends up being roommates with Emma.
Emma, who has the ability to shrink and grow, but she also Loki has like bulimia.
Yeah, she has to puke to shrink, and she has to eat to grow.
Yeah.
And at first, obviously, it's just that she shrinks and she's like a YouTube celebrity and that's her shtick. But
she fights gerbils and mice and films it for YouTube.
But you're never quite sure. You're like, is she like Ant-Man? And then when you finally see her get to do things, you're like, oh shit, she could kick your ass.
She's like Giant Man
and then
Ant-Man.
yeah, exactly.
That was cool. I liked all the scenes where she got giant. Honestly.
Yeah, it was cool. It was funny too because her clothes don't grow, so she's always naked no matter what.
Yeah. The show nails a lot of comic booky things down better than like honestly all the Marvel Disney Plus shows.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like straight up. I dig it.
Yeah. Very comic booky. Very like it balances being a superhero show and comedy infinitely better than Marvel does. And I don't think it's because of like the hyper violent nature of the show at all. I think that just like is an extra layer. But I think I'm just like, it's crazy how well this series is going while Disney is just fumbling bag after bag.
Dude, you know what like episodes or scenes were cool? The one where they're all in, who was the girl that could push?
Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're all in Claire's head.
That was cool.
That was a great episode. And you see Soldier Boy there.
Yeah.
Like Claire had a crush on him and he's such a scumbag.
Yeah. He's talking about how she fingers herself thinking of Soldier Boy sometimes.
She herself to be every night.
Yeah. Crazy. I love that we talked about how much we want to fight in the astral plane during the X-Force episode. And then I saw this episode of Gen V. And I was like, oh shit, they did an astral plane Gen V episode.
They
And
did.
Yeah, love when that happens. That happens a lot in Legion, obviously.
Yeah,
but
you're right. Yeah, Legion.
it made me want to watch Legion again. I'm like, ooh, I never finished Legion.
I
I've only
never
watched
finished
3
Legion.
episodes. I need to give it a good
I
shot.
only watched 3 episodes too.
Yeah. I could. Everyone tells me it's great, and I don't doubt it, but I also can't get into it.
It's that kind of show. Like, yeah, the first time I watched it, I didn't finish the first season. Then it's really good. It's definitely the kind of thing that does spoon feed you information. So you're kind of, scratching your head about what's going on the whole time. But as you go through it, it's just like Aubrey Plaza is what's selling the show most, for me at least. Like she's just a really cool character. And like, I can't give you more. It's like very vague what happens, but then they slowly reveal who's who and what's happening. But you can't going into that show expecting X-Men. This show you could kind of go in, and if we say, hey, this reminded us of X-Men a lot, it's because it does. Like, it feels like what I want to see in an X-Men TV show or movie, possibly,
Yeah.
Like, if you were to put this show, like, you could do this almost the same exact show and make it, just give them their X-Men costumes. And it would work as a great X-Men show.
Exactly.
For sure.
Dude, even the part, like, okay, when Emma left Sam in her dorm and Rufus and that other dude are like, yo, come party with us. They're like, remember, like, that one dude is freezing the hallway so they go sliding down it?
Yeah.
Like, that felt like, like they could be playing in the X-Mansion doing shit.
Right, exactly. Like, Iceman would have done that for someone, yeah.
Dude, I also liked, honestly, like, going back to, like, whole X-Men vibes. I mean, a lot of X-Men is constantly, like, outlawing mutants and registering them. And then you had, like, Newman, giving that talk at the school, and there were like those ones mutants like Rufus who had like it wasn't like a MAGA hat,
but it was
like
red. Yeah,
but it was red, and it said something about like make soups great again or something.
Yep.
And it was like, oh shit, these are like soup, like MAGA people now.
Yeah. Someone in the crowd shouted, "Soup lives matter."
Yeah, soup lives matter.
But yeah, exactly in that scene, people were like, it's either us or them. Like, and it was cool because it was like, it was the good twist on the mutants actually being on the kind of extremist side and being like, fuck the humans. Like, we're not taking this shit.
Yeah.
Good twist on everything. Like you guys said, like, this is just fresh.
Dude, fresh and cool. Like, and like, honestly, like there wasn't a single episode I didn't like. I liked.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Solid
all the way
sexy
through.
Cast, well acted.
Agreed. Really well acted, honestly. I never knew any of these actors until I saw them in this show. I was like, oh, dude, these people are good.
Yeah, they were fucking
It's
crushed.
cool to see like a new young crew of
a new wave, a new generation for people for us to do a poor job casting in future episodes of the podcast.
I honestly feel like, obviously, if you get in the MCU, you're making MCU money, hopefully. But like, I almost feel like it would be a bit of a downgrade. Like, obviously, we're saying like, oh, they would be cool to be these people, but like, they really bring a lot to these characters where, yeah, it does feel real. Like, take away the superhero element. I feel like a lot of the scenes, like people's noses are bleeding and like they're trying to revive someone. They could easily be like ODing on something as opposed to it being anything related to superheroes. It still has really good drama that it doesn't even need to be a superhero show, but.
And I would say, like, for being a hyper violent, like, coming of age, college-esque kind of superhero show, I feel like the like interpersonal teenage drama was more grounded in reality than like what's the one on HBO? Euphoria,
I haven't seen Euphoria, but I feel like it's got to have a lot of comparisons to that.
It's a lot of Euphoria vibes.
Yeah. Yeah, just in the sense that it's kind of like a big Euphoria is essentially like a big budget, those shows that were really popular in the 2000s, like Dawson's Creek and The OC and stuff like that.
Dawson's Creek, man. James Vanderbeek.
Yeah, the Beaks himself.
The
Beaks himself.
Yeah.
I was going to ask a really stupid question, but the answer's obvious. And I don't know enough about Dawson's Creek anyway, but I was going to say, who would win in a fight? The Dawson's Creek kids or Gen V?
That's the age-old question.
Dude, I don't know. We're talking Katie Holmes. Does that mean Batman gets involved?
Dude, we're talking Katie Holmes. We're talking James Vanderbeek. We're talking...
James Vanderbeek, wasn't he in Starship Troopers?
He might have been. We'll pretend he was.
He's just that dude, yeah.
James Van.
There's someone else whose name I'm forgetting. He was in Mighty Ducks.
Oh, what's his name? I know exactly who you're talking about
who
too.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, you say what you want. They might win the battle, but they didn't have the banger of the theme song that the Dawson's Creek one did.
Oh, Joshua Jackson. That's the other guy. He was in the Mighty
Joshua
Ducks.
Jackson, yeah. Katie Holmes, Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams, yep.
Dude, this thing had everybody.
Yeah. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over.
Speaking here, let's bring it back to Gen V. Jensen Ackles was also in it. He plays Soldier Boy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's the crossover. There you go.
That's the crossover. Well, it tracks only because Jensen Ackles was on that show Supernatural, which was a CW show.
Right.
Dawson's Creek was also a WB Warner Brothers show, WB11 in New York. So, ipso facto,
It's so effective. You can't argue that.
You can't argue that.
I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, Jensen Ackles is also in Gen V. So
Yes.
There you go. He wasn't in Dawson's Creek, but he was close enough.
I thought he was in Dawson's Creek. It says it right here.
Oh, he was. I thought you were saying
Yeah.
he was in Supernatural. Nice. Okay, there you
He
go.
is
So
in
that's-
Supernatural.
He is in Supernatural. He's in both.
Oh, okay.
All three.
Yeah,
Damn.
no, I don't know why y'all question my knowledge.
Once, twice, three times a lady.
As a lady. I'll be honest though. Like, okay, Jordan's power was to change between man and woman, and then like generic like energy blast, right?
No, he had different powers based on
Right.
which gender.
Oh, really? I don't think I picked up on that.
Yeah, when Jordan was a girl, she could shoot the energy blast.
Exactly.
And when she was a boy, she was
Strong.
like indestructible, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like she would. That's why when she was fighting Golden Boy in that scene, she would switch to the boy to take the punches, and then switch to the girl to hit him with the energy shots.
It was a good fight scene. And
crazy.
you guys are going to be like, what? Like, because you haven't seen it yet. The Marvels does a lot of switching fight like that. Like, that's a big part of the Marvels where they're switching between all three of them. And those parts are actually pretty cool. Like, when you guys eventually see it, I don't think you're going to dislike those parts, those fight scenes, for the same reason.
I do want to say right meow. That
hot news, breaking
that-
news.
Gen V's action was better than a lot of recent Marvel action.
No, easily.
Oh
easily,
yeah, that's
easily.
that's not up for debate.
Yeah.
Right.
No, this was a stronger show than most of Marvel's shit lately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Both film and television.
I would say this is better than most of Phase 4.
Oh, easily. I would say this show alone is better than most of Phase 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Even The Boys season 4, right? Well, no, how many seasons? Season 3
No,
is the one.
I think you're right. Is it 3? Yeah, season 3 is the one that recently came out.
Yeah, we did an episode on season 3. And that season was fucking great. I think we said that year it was like the best. It was that and Peacemaker that like really did it for us that year.
Dude, yeah. Can't wait for number
Peacemaker
2.
back. I know,
Yeah, we
Right?
need John Cena in our lives. I never thought I would say that sentence ever.
I never thought I would care about John Cena or Peacemaker.
Yeah, the character.
But after seeing it, I was like, oh dude, this is sick. I was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's a comic book, like it works perfectly. Yeah. Same with Gen V. They just need to Marvel needs to get out of their mold of doing shit the same. It's the same formula every movie. I
Yeah.
want to see different, cool shit.
I've been hearing this thing that it's like the movies nowadays, they feel a lot more kind of like in Black Panther. It just feels like, I think I mentioned this, but a lot of the Marvel stuff, I feel like it just is a series of events. There's no and why or because of this character. You know, it just kind of feels like
it's
something.
just a step to the next big thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Things just happen.
Yeah, exactly. Things just happen. Exactly.
But no, I agree because this is Gen V, right? We've got The Boys, and The Boys is playing on a lot of the superhero movies and TV shows we've seen. But like we're saying, this is a teen drama. Marvel has not tried to do a teen drama as one of the MCU series. Every MCU series is very much the same. Like Maybe Miss Marvel is the closest at trying to even do that, but this is actually like different. And it's different enough that I'm like, give me season 2 if that's a thing. I'm so excited for the next season of The Boys now. I'm like, how is that going to come into play?
Yeah.
That virus? Holy shit. So there's a virus that could wipe out all soups? Okay.
And I really loved fucking the Homelander cameo at the end.
That was crazy. I was like, don't kill Marie. I'm going to be so pissed if he actually killed her. I was going to be so mad.
It's cool that she survived because now I'm curious as to how did she survive his laser blast?
Right. Andre immediately says,
kill people in half.
Yeah,
right.
He immediately says, he's like, anyone else would have bit it. Like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what is this room that they're locked in with no doors or windows?
Yeah. Also, at the end of it, after the Homelander cameo, there's a TV screen and it's showing God, what's her name? The push Claire
and Sam as
Claire
the new heroes.
New heroes of Vidalkin. Dude, if you think about it, because I was just thinking about it, so there's a lot of vacancies on the 7 open right now because it's only Homelander, Deep, and A-Train. Noir is dead, and so it's only those 3. So what if they brought on Sam and the girl on the 7?
Did you think? Okay, so Sam. This is how we know about Sam. Sam is Golden Boy's brother. He's beneath the school in this fucked up place called the Woods where they experiment and fuck with a bunch of soup kids.
Very like Weapon X type vibes.
Exactly. But we know that when Sam has his hallucinations, he sees puppets. And we also know Black Noir does the same exact thing when he hallucinates.
Right.
So based on what you just said, is he the next Black Noir?
Ooh.
Because Black Noir's a beast.
So is Sam. Yeah. Sam's a beast. You don't want to fuck with Sam.
And he pretty much does have Black Noir abilities. Like
exactly.
He's super strong. Yeah. No, you're right. That'd be sick.
Ripping people in half, crushing skulls.
So I'm just saying, because there's vacancies on the 7, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that Sam and Claire become members.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And when Homelander lands and he's talking to Marie, he's like, "What kind of monster are you?"
Yeah. What kind of animal are you?
He's like, "What kind of animal are you?
Yeah.
Attack your own people." I love that. Like Homelander, he's a mutant. He's a super supremacist. Like,
yeah.
He's like, he doesn't care about like race. He's still a piece of shit. But also, it's like that line coming out of Homelander when he says, "What kind of animal are you?" It's like, dude, we've seen you do terrible things.
It's ironic as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's man, I love Anthony Starr as Homelander.
He also, what does he also say to Marie? He says, "Why are you resisting?" And then he shoots her. Did you realize he said that? He says something like that, and then he almost acts like a cop saying that to someone just so he could shoot them. That's the vibe I got.
He said that?
Yeah.
What? I don't remember that line at all.
He says it right after, and then it's like you see his eyes light up, and then cut to black, and then she's somehow alive.
Whoa. I gotta rewatch that.
I mean, Homelander's also a racist, right? So we know that
he's also. I mean, he's everything,
right?
Yeah, he's a monster.
But like I would say, his racism is hardly the most evil thing about him. He's
no. But think about
psychopath,
right? But also think that Sam and Claire, 2 white kids, are now like probably going to be part of the 7 and the ones that they call heroes. But pretty much everyone on that team, save Emma, you got Jordan, who's they
trans. Andre is mixed.
Yep, and then obviously Marie. Like I feel like there's those vibes too, where it's just like it's because they even talk about that about getting on the 7.
What if those 4 join the boys?
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
Starlight,
they gotta.
Dude, this is like some sick like Brotherhood versus X-Men battle.
Exactly.
Like Homelander's crew versus Carl Urban's character's crew.
Yep, the boys. Yeah, they're the boys.
Yeah.
You forget that they're the boys, but yeah, they're the boys.
Yeah, you do forget that they're the boys, but dude, that would be a sick fight.
You also got the tiniest cameo of Carl Urban at the end of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he was breaking into the woods, right?
Yep.
He was in the woods. And also, remember, we also, in this show, she's all in the boy seasons, we see their handler.
Yeah.
The CIA woman, remember?
Yep, she talks to Dean Shetty. Yeah, I don't remember her name. She's like the Nick Fury of this universe.
Yeah, she's the Nick Fury of the universe. And then we also, it was in a commercial, but did you guys notice? I think it's like either episode 1 or 2, but it's the Deep is in a commercial on TV. Yeah.
Deep cameo for sure.
Yeah, Deep cameo.
I loved when Sam was hallucinating and he thought he was talking to the Deep's gills.
Oh, yeah. It's like, TV's Jason Ritter, shut the fuck up.
Dude, that whole scene when Sam kills the puppet SWAT team. He's hallucinating.
That was hilarious.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But you know it was brutal. Like they show you a little bit of the aftermath.
Well, because they even in puppet form, they show like their intestines, which is just like a red string coming out.
yeah.
So in real life, they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so crazy.
It's such a good. It was just like a great show. I was impressed. I was like, oh, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did.
Yeah. Agreed. Like you said,
Yeah.
spin-off. You hear spin-off.
I would say
like,
one of the
I
better
hear spin-off
shows
and I
that's
don't get
came out
excited
this
for any of
year.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost want to call it The Boys season 3.5. Like it's not that far
I
off.
agree.
I
It's not
agree.
far off. It's very, but which I also like though, because it's like a cool, like they're expanding the boys' universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does very much have like the hypersexual,
Yeah,
hyper violent
Yeah.
energy, like frantic energy of the boys.
Like you can tell, yeah, it takes place in the boys' universe without them even like giving you these little cameos from the boys' universe. You can just tell it feels like it. Whereas like with Marvel, you can tell too because it's such a product that it all has the same vibe. But it's also like they're always referencing like, oh, unlike that spider guy in Universe 615. But it's like, you get it.
Yeah.
It's so forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think. Well, also,
This
I
is like
think one-
organic world building.
I think
Agreed.
because we know that these characters aren't protected with plot armor, that it gives a layer of like Sam. There are times where you're like, oh fuck, like what's he about to do?
There were times
You know
where
what I mean?
Like that. I didn't like that kid. I was like, dude, I don't like this
Yeah.
psycho white kid right now.
Yeah. And then there were also same like with Homelander when he showed up, you're like, oh fuck, what's
Right.
about
Yeah,
to
exactly.
happen?
Right.
Yeah.
Even then, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was like, oh man, even Marie's not safe. This show is not. That's another thing. They don't have plot armor. They don't have actor armor. Like, none of them are big names. So you don't know if they're staying or going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's something with the MCU where you're always like, there's no way they're killing off
That's
Scarlett
true. You're
Johansson
right.
in
You're right.
Ant-Man 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, not that she was in that movie, but you get what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying. Also, it just means like once again, like the boys, like it has stakes. All the best television shows in general, whether it's the superhero or not, they have stakes. Because you watch these Marvel Disney Plus shows, you know there's very low stakes.
Right.
Yeah. People aren't
Like I
dying.
didn't know Patrick Schwarzenegger's character was going to get blown to smithereens in the first episode.
Yeah, I didn't, again, and if
I thought
anyone
he
was
was,
going
like,
to
the
have
main
actor
character.
armor, yeah, exactly. Maybe he would, but no, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you even went into it thinking this guy's gonna be the villain. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, but instead of just making him another Homelander or another what was Soldier Boy, instead of
Yeah.
making him another one of those characters, they flip it on you and surprise you again. The team behind these shows really know how to flip it and like do the unexpected. Like they're doing superhero tropes in almost a mocking way, but they still seem to find ways to flip it on its head.
Yeah, no, they find ways to both respect these very comic booky tropes and parody them.
Yeah.
And also do world satire. So it like works really well.
Yeah. And I was going to say, talk about killing characters off that you're like, what? The principal or what's his name? Clancy Brown, Mr.
Dude,
Krabs himself.
Clancy Brown, who is one of my favorite actors. Like, no bullshit.
He's great.
And
Brink,
he also
that was his
voiced,
name.
He also voiced the Goon in that animated pitch thing with the Goon.
Oh, shit. That sounds like
Yeah.
he would be perfect for that.
That's him as the Goon, and Paul Giamatti played Frankie.
Oh, shit. What?
Like,
And they didn't
famously.
make that?
Yeah, you've seen it before, right? That thing.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
Yeah, I showed it to you. Yeah, dude, I don't know why they didn't make it. The animation still holds up.
Yeah.
But anyways, I love Clancy Brown, who was also on HBO's Carnival, which was awesome.
Never watched that one.
Yeah.
Carnival's you'd probably like it actually. It was a trippy show.
I like trippy show.
But yeah, they kill people a lot in this.
Yeah, people die. People get dicks blown off,
Heads blown off.
heads blown off. Dude, yeah, when Newman pops that scientist, the dude who made the virus,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that was crazy.
You knew his head was going to explode. Out of anybody,
yeah.
he
I mean,
wasn't
also
making
like,
it out.
dude, once I see you're meeting someone in a garage it's a wrap.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
Words
like,
wise, don't ever take meats in garages at nighttime.
yeah.
Do it strictly at broad daylight.
I don't care
in
if you're
public.
getting a dime bag. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Say,
It's
meet
never a
me
good
somewhere
idea.
else.
Especially if you're getting a dime bag. Like, why do you need to go in a deep dark
dude,
garage.
We don't need
at
to go
night.
to the 5th floor of the garage right now.
You can sell me a dime bag in the McDonald's parking lot if you need to.
Yeah, like, and if we get caught, fine. I'll get arrested. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be in the garage.
But that's cool too. Now we know that Newman has that virus at her disposal. How will she use it? Because she's a soup. Obviously, she doesn't want to, but she wants to get rid of Homelander.
She's also working with Homelander at the moment. Too.
Oh, right. She is with Homelander. I
Remember,
forgot
season 3
about that.
ends where they're working together.
Right. Fuck. See, I forgot certain things about the boys.
Yes, season 3 ends where they're politically, they have like an unspoken political alliance.
Yeah.
Right.
But obviously, you could tell that they don't like actually like trust each other. It's more just like a alliance of convenience.
Mutually assured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she could blow up his head, right? If she really wants to. She just hasn't tried it.
She hasn't, but we don't quite know that because he was like, there's a scene where he even like he's talking to her. He's like, you could try it, but if it doesn't work, I'm killing your daughter.
Right.
And then she's like, so it's like he's like, fuck, like you know what I mean? Like,
But now she has
if you think about it,
Marie.
you don't know the limits of Homelander's powers
Right.
quite yet.
I would love to see her and Marie try to do it though and see what would
that
happen.
be sick. And they both blow his head.
How else do you beat Homelander? Like, how do you do it? You need Claire's help. You definitely need
Well, if you're
Claire's
going
help.
in the comics, he does die.
Right. But I don't know how. I don't
think
want to
it's-
know how.
I think it's the Butcher that does it.
Really? Like you
Actually,
just-
no, I'm wrong. It's Noir that does it.
Oh. But they don't have Noir anymore.
Not in the show. You're right.
Yeah, the show's going a drastically different
Drastically
direction.
different. Dude,
I like
I've
that.
had like 2 friends that have read The Boys, and they said it kind of sucks, to be honest.
That's what I've heard too. Like the comics really aren't that good.
Everyone I know
Yeah.
has said like the show is infinitely better than the
Somebody
comics.
told me that the comics are just a little too bleak to be fun.
Everyone, like my friend James, he's like, I kind of liked it, but it's like fuck every other word. Like it's way too overuse. It's hyper violent, but like sometimes in a dumb way, and it's just like too over the top. I think the show grabs the best characteristics of it.
But I think having comedy people like Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg working on these shows helps.
For sure. Because they are funny. Like you can't discount that. Even
Oh,
in
no.
the darkest moments,
All
it's funny as hell.
The shows are funny as fuck.
Yeah. Just go and watch it if you were on the fence about it. If you like the boys even a little bit, like this was great.
Yeah, if you have an Amazon Prime
Good
membership,
stuff.
go watch it.
It's like definitely one of the best shows I've watched this year.
I agree.
Easy.
I
Yeah.
had a lot of fun watching it too.
Yep.
And there's like very few recent Marvel projects I'd say are better than this. All right, guys. Whoa, though. Before we even get any further,
Who are we?
yeah.
Who are we?
Oh shit. Okay.
Interesting for this one. Okay.
This is an interesting one. I don't know if it'll be an easy placement for anyone.
Ooh.
Cody feels
Okay.
otherwise.
Cody has
I've-
some ideas.
Hey Cody,
I
what's
got
your
some
ideas?
ideas.
Go ahead, big dog. Shoot.
I mean, I think like all of like in a lot of these things, I do think we have like some of, but like so for the sake of it, I'm gonna say Jake. I feel like you had some of Jordan, some of Andre.
Jordan and Andre. Interesting. I wouldn't have picked either for me.
Who would you have picked?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of get what Cody's saying though, actually. Now that I kind of get that. Like you're not fully one or the other. There's something like I think you could take elements from both and
make Jake FH.
because of course you would want the Magneto powers. Andre has Magneto powers.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't like Andre wasn't all that. Like he was a great actor. Like that character was cool. I just wasn't like I didn't really resonate with him.
No, I don't think. I think it's a little bit more of like Jordan's personality, kind of like being like, I deserve to be number one, bitch. And mixed with Andre's powers.
And Andre's dad is the dude from Save the Last Dance, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It finally
He is.
connects in a logical,
is.
organic way.
Yeah, you're right.
Now
That's
we
totally
have
the
to do
dude.
a Save the Last Dance episode.
Dude, the people have been asking for it.
All we need are 2 people to ask for it, just like any other suggestion.
I mean, I don't even. I would say it's not even a good thing. I would give myself Rufus, to be honest.
Oh shit! You Giving yourself Rufus too. That's hilarious.
That's a bold move.
I know it is. I also like. I don't like his use of his power, but I did like his power
Yeah.
to
That's
like wipe
fair.
your memory. Like I kind of like that. But it also seemed like Claire had a similar power too.
She was even more powerful than him.
Yeah,
she
agree.
was
Definitely more
basically,
powerful.
he wasn't the one doing it. They were just using him as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Very Human Target-esque.
Oh, I'm calling her Claire. Her name was Kate.
Oh, Kate, you're right. It's
That's my bad. I kept calling her Claire, but her name is Kate.
Kate.
Kate. She was hot, honestly.
All of them were.
They were all hot. Marie was hot.
Emma.
Emma was a little hottie. We talked about that on the phone.
Yeah, me and Jake.
Yeah.
So they're the Hot
She's a little
Boys.
cutie. The Hot Boys. Oh, dude.
don't wanna
So
know-
time out. That brings me to a serious question. Who would win in a fight? The Hot Boys, Juvenile, Lil Wayne. Who else? And then all the Hot Boys members versus the boys.
Like the boys are Gen V.
Oh,
'cause
Gen V. Let's do Gen V.
Gen V versus the Hot Boys.
I think the Hot Boys are gonna take this one,
I think the Hot
guys.
Boys got it too.
I don't think you could destroy Lil Wayne. He's unstoppable.
Yeah, dude.
You can't destroy Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he's a force.
Yep.
And Juvenile. Juvenile has to play one song, which is Back That Ass Up. And do like vibrations from the club and then cheeks clapping. And like,
And they can't. They're like, oh fuck, we got to dance to this. They can't.
exactly.
They
They'll
literally
have to
can't
dance.
stop.
Like, gets in their mind. The Hot Boys are pretty much, dude. The Hot Boys pretty much have like X Force Apocalypse 4 Horsemen type power. That's how powerful they are.
Can't stop that.
Okay, so what about me and Anthony for characters? Any suggestions?
There truly aren't a lot of characters on the show. Like if you look up the cast right now, there's really a limited amount to choose from.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know who I would want to. Like everyone has their coolness and their flaws. Like everyone, except for Marie, she's like she has one of the most fucked up origins, but
Yeah.
she's a good person.
I would say, Cody, you're not, once again, no one is 100% anything in this show, but you give me some partial Sam vibes.
Okay. You know what I was going to give myself partial vibes of?
Emma.
Emma.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cody's kind of got
Yeah.
Emma
You
vibes.
definitely have
So
Emma
I'm
vibes.
Sam Emma.
Yeah, that
You're-
tracks.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, that's a good
And I'm
combo.
fucking myself.
Anthony. Okay.
I'm only saying this because of the ongoing joke. If you listen to enough episodes, I would
Yeah,
have to be
you-
in Cody's casting Golden Boy because
Yes.
he kills himself.
Kills No, who? I guess I don't know who you are. Who's the girl version of Jordan?
Jordan.
Oh, it was also Jordan. Yeah,
Jordan is Jordan,
yeah you give partial Jordan vibes.
but the girl version of Jordan, you specifically.
Yeah, the girl version of Jordan.
That's fine. Cody's like, you're a girl.
Oh, dude.
I like the girl version of Jordan more than the guy version. That's for sure.
Honestly saying.
Yeah, the guy version was honestly such a bitch. He might as well have been a girl. No, I mean, I just couldn't distinguish the two.
Jake pulling a Matt Rife and alienating all of our lady listeners.
It's funny you mentioned Matt Rife. I was just watching his special earlier.
I heard it's not good.
It's not, dude. It's like there's no laughs in that thing.
I don't know if I know who that guy is.
If you saw his face, you'd probably recognize him.
Yeah, he used to be on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah. I literally, it's funny. I just watched it before we hopped on here, and it's whack.
I heard it was Waxville. I haven't
You
even watched
also
it.
like hear the crowd like not laughing that much, you know.
Yeah,
And his joke telling, it's too wordy, too talky. I
yeah.
don't know. It was Boo Boo Stinking Nuggets.
Stinky boo boo.
Stinky boop.
Stinky boop.
Quick, Jake, quick.
Yeah.
How many Joe Pesci's?
6.
No, for Matt Rife's comedy special.
0.
0.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Easy.
Is that our
Easy.
first ever 0?
I watched it. I didn't like it. It was not funny.
Nice.
I'm giving it 0 Joe Pesci's. It's a
Wow.
fucking stinker.
Joe Pesci would have nothing to do with that comedy
Joe
special.
Pesci, he heard Matt Rife's name and he's like, "Who that fucking?" He's a fucking guy.
0. Wow.
Well, I already spoiled how much I'm giving Gen V, so I gave it a 6.
Nice.
Anthony.
I feel like we've been talking about a lot of 6s, even though we're like, well, we're not going to talk about 6s, and like we can't avoid it. This is just another 6. We just are picking quality things to do. Honestly, like there was just nothing about this that I didn't like. It built on the boys and not I don't want to say improved necessarily. It's just more of some good stuff, you know? I don't know what I'm saying. It's just a 6. I have nothing
This
more
guy
to say.
saying.
It was great. Watch it.
I'm giving it 5.8.
I don't believe you. I hear
Why?
lies in your voice, 'cause I know you, Cody Cannon.
You think you know
You
me?
would never miss a chance to summon the devil.
Cody doesn't want to do the 6. He just doesn't want
I don't believe it. I don't hear it in his voice. It lacks conviction.
Brian Edward Hill changed his whole view on the Pesci scale.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the hierarchy of power is changing.
I want to hear the reasons why you're not giving it a 6.
Because I don't have a single reason.
You're so full of shit.
It's so good. I love the show. I could not give it a 6. It's a 6 for sure.
Oh, it's a 6. Almost had you there, Cody. I was on standby.
I like that Satan's on standby.
Ooh. Wait, does that mean I was just edging Satan a little bit?
Of course you were.
A little bit.
Oh.
Satan, how was Cody's edging ability?
Come again?
How was Cody's edging?
I mean, couldn't have lasted much longer. You knew I was going to come out one way or another. Cody's good at what he does. Cody's best at what he does. And what he does is edge Satan.
Is he
Yeah.
Master Edgelord?
That shrug and noise. Oh. Oh.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Satan is gone, but he seemed really happy.
This episode was for the ladies.
So was the Barbie episode.
I think most of our episodes are for the ladies.
Oh, for sure.
I think ladies just love us.
Yeah.
We know at
LL
least one
Comics and
lady
Chronic.
loves. We know at least
LL.
one lady loves us because Anthony's married.
That's a guaranteed one.
So yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, one lady in the crowd guaranteed, baby.
Yeah, hey. Oh, fuck.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, we have had, in our defense, we have had, I think, 2 or 3 lady guests on this in 3 years.
Very true. It's not for lack of trying.
That's
for
true.
sure.
Definitely not for lack of trying.
I think real talk, like it's harder to get in touch with like female comic creators on purpose because there's like sickos online. They're literally always sending like death threats and rape threats, like serious shit.
I
Just
think
fucked
that's
up
bad.
people.
Try being me.
What the fuck did you just
Is that happening to you, Cody?
No.
Worse things happening to you.
Don't just gloss over the fact that we were talking about a very real thing of women creators getting sexually harassed and sent
No,
death threats.
that was
And
wrong.
Cody
I'm
was like,
sorry.
try being me. What a piece of shit.
Yeah,
Well,
that was
live,
definitely not one of my stronger moments.
We're keeping that in the episode, though.
we're keeping that in, and we're gonna watch the percentage drop even lower.
Oh, the percentage is going up, baby.
That's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Sheer, it's math. No shit.
I feel like the people who really get the best out of our episodes are the people who listen to the last few moments.
Yeah, that's where you get the juice out of this squeeze.
That's where you get the Jews. I was like, oh god.
The juice out of the
The juice. The juice.
Juice. That's where you get the goody gumdrops. And if you want more goody gumdrops, subscribe to our Patreon.
There you go.
Oh,
Because we're dropping
December,
goody gumdrops like
baby.
it ain't nothing. We're dropping goody gumdrops like fucking Nagasaki, Hiroshima type shit.
Should we tell the people what they're getting in December?
Tell them.
Yes.
Give them a little.
You're getting fucking the iconic, the classic Death of Superman. Oh.
Oh, whoa, see.
Well, Satan, you think you're getting a little jumpy there. What if we don't like it?
Yeah. Who says we're giving it a 6?
Yeah. I have some non-sixes coming our way. Don't you worry.
Oh,
Sixes.
nice. I like that. Wait, what? Look how you're just preemptively saying that. Dude, I think low key, I'm not going to spoil it for the listeners, but based on certain shit that I've read, there might be some more 6s coming our way from me.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
6s on the docket and also non-6s.
Oh, time out. Anthony, you had said that I should do this on an episode, but I didn't get to, so I'll do it right now.
Oh, here we go.
Listeners, I just finished reading Tom King's Heroes in Crisis.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to give it a quick shoot from the hip JP right now. Art is incredible. The art alone should get a 6 because it really is good. The story is so terrible that... Actually, you know what? I'm going to do twice. I'm going to give it a 1 Joe Pesci.
Damn.
Fair.
Damn.
Tom King, if you're listening, which I know you are, I'm giving your fucking book 1 Joe Pesci because it was some doo-doo.
Tom King, Jake's coming after you like
Yeah.
Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar's ghost, my dude.
What?
No, but honestly, I'm on Jake's side with this one. It's like really, really, really great art, but the story is just
It's so
Bad.
bad.
It's
so
bad.
It's really bad.
It's not even not
s-
good. It's just bad.
No.
What's
it's
your
just
fire from the hip shot?
I'll give it a 2 just because of the art. Like it's just the art is that good. It gets no
bad.
points.
The art is that good.
like the art gets a 6, like
It's
Jake is
art
saying.
gets a 6 easy.
Like it's worth at least flipping through just to see the art, but the writing and the story and everything that happens in it and anything it's connected to is just bad. It's just not a good comic.
What universe is this in?
DC?
Is this Marvel?
DC
Oh,
is-
DC?
It's Heroes in Crisis, yeah.
Oh,
a bunch of
Heroes.
DC characters.
Okay.
I mean, it starts off with Wally West dying, which is just like, why?
Superman's in it, Batman's in it, Harley Quinn and Booster Gold are kind of the main characters.
It's a weird story, and a lot of it is you're getting like 9-panel pages of superheroes in doing like these like almost reality TV confessionals.
Nonsense.
It's just weird. It's like everyone talking about their trauma, but it doesn't come off the right way, and it just
Didn't you say it got criticized? Or
yeah,
like,
no one liked it.
Like people thought it was disrespectful to people with PTSD?
Exactly. Like I was reading articles about that. Like it's just like and we were talking about this because it was right after
Fuck
we
you,
read
Tom
Human
King.
Target 2, Human Target, Supergirl. Like it was just those are great comics and some of the best comics I've read in recent years. And then there was Heroes in Crisis, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, well, nobody's king for forever.
Ooh, not even Tom.
I like that. Even though it's his last name and legally he is.
Good thing we don't acknowledge other people's legality.
Yeah.
Never.
That's how we got legal in the first
That's how-
place.
That's how we got legal. It's by not giving a fuck about the legality of anything.
That's it. End it there.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.